Information System Management. I hope this is it.
Yes, please.
Good. And it's College of Distance Education. So we go on. Good morning again. I will start, even though I don't know the number. The number tells me you are about 48 now, 2 combined classes. Now, Ebenezer, you don't know your group, the total number of your group. And who is the course rep for Beard IT? Is he here? Is he or she here?
Yes, sir, please, Gloria. Obenewa.
Is she here? Currently, no.
Yeah, please, for Beard IT, we are from different centers. So
No,
we are supposed to
gentlemen,
be
the one speaking BSc2, you are also from different center. You are all from different centers. It was a simple question. I don't know why you are bringing it. Question is she here? No. Yes.
No, please.
That's all.
Sir, normally it's only one person who acts as the class rep for from level 100 to now. I don't know why.
With this computer class, my joy is the course rep for both classes. The whole class is combined as one, so the course rep is only one. That's my
Only
joy.
one. Yes.
Because so we don't want to create any confusion, so the course rep is only one. It's a combined class. Normally we should be around 90 something. Because it's early, that is why maybe some of the students are not here.
Okay, who is speaking?
Sir, please, this is Ali Faisal.
Ali.
Yes, sir.
Let us look at it this way. Whenever I ask a question and you want to answer, raise your hand, okay? If you come in and others also come in, we can't hear each other. So when I ask a question, it doesn't mean if you have the answer, you raise your hand and then I'll call you. Okay, Mr. Ali, what it is I was asking for all this information so as to, because sometimes you have different platforms. You have Beard, BSA, whatever, all those people mix up together. Yes, so each and everyone will have their own platform. So when you send a message, like this morning, fine, you have the link, so you just got in. In some cases, there wouldn't be a link. I have to give it to the course rep. In some cases, I need to give material. I have to give it to the course rep. So I want to know if you have only one course rep, fine. And that course rep is is here. Unfortunately, he doesn't know the class size because he can't be here and here. So then, for now, I will start. But subsequently, with time, I think he can feed me with the number. On the other hand, the course rep, I believe from what I just said, it means you are the course rep, right?
Yes, please.
Good, Ebenezer. So you are the course rep, irrespective of whether it is, how do you call it, science or whatever, education or whatever. You are the course rep for all of them, isn't it?
Yes, please.
Good. So it means if tomorrow there is an issue with any of them, and the one comes in telling me, I did not get the material, I did not hear, I did not, then it means I have to, how do you call it, sort it out with only you, right?
Yes, please. So we have a common page that everyone is on. So we
Okay.
put every information on that page.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So with that, let's start. With the program at stake, Now, what do you see on the screen?
So unit 1.
Unit 1, good. So, for this course, we have 4 units. And under every unit, we have 6 units. We have 6 units. And under every unit, we have 6 sessions. Six units, 6 sessions. So we're starting with unit 1. Under unit 1, what we have there is information system infrastructure and emerging technologies. Information system infrastructure and technologies. Now, where you have found yourself, we all know that we are in the era of information. And this era of information from one point to another is carried by electronic system. Electronic system. I repeat, is carried by electronic system. Now, this electronic system are nothing than computers. So the computer take an input. As I sit here, there's a computer before me. I'm introducing inputs into it. It takes it, process it, and send it to wherever it's supposed to be. So my output here is your input. My output here is your input. So we look at computer systems concept, the concept of computer system, where what it is that what is a computer? In the first case, it's an electronic device. The computer system is an electronic device that take input, process it, and give output. So if you look at it, I've got 3 main components: input, process, output. So far as, let's take human beings. The nose is an input. The mouth is an input. We introduce food into the mouth, and we introduce air into the nose. They are to food and air, they are 2 different things. So we need system to process the air and the system process food. So it is in computer systems, we process, as I mentioned, air is the way we process food. So let's look at computer system concepts, information system components, etc. up to applications of this. So we go. Course rep, do you have this material?
Yes, sir.
You already have it. That's good. It has been given to you by your coordinator, right?
Yes, please.
Good. Okay, so we go on.
But please, not all of us say.
Yeah, so you tackle your course rep.
Okay.
That is why at the beginning I was trying to get things clear before I move. Anything, contact your course rep. If I give you assignment, you don't send it to me direct. You send it to the course rep. Who will pick all? I'll give him deadline and he sends it to me. Okay. So anything, none of you, I plead with you, none of you should call me. If anything, you contact your course rep. If you have any issue, contact him. He will resolve it, or he will call me and we'll deal with it. So I plead with you, none of you should please call me. If I give an assignment and then you break the rules of the deadline, you don't call me. Call your course rep and solve it. Yeah, yes. Yes.
I'm getting scared already.
No. There's no scaring here. We are discussing. We are discussing things. Yes. So let's, how do you call it? Put things in order and then enjoy the game. Okay, so we are looking at computer systems. What is it? It's nothing that a collection of unique items. And this item, what do? They collaborate to carry a particular job or task. So for instance, you have currently, you have your computers, your PCs, your laptops, your phones, and they are all computers. So currently what we have done is that we have these computers, and via Gmail, via Google Meet, we are all connected and we are exchanging information. So looking at it, what we are doing, we are using computer system. And why computer system? Because a computer, as we've mentioned, is an electronic device that take input, process it, and give an output. So here we are. I'm introducing, on my machine here, I'm giving it an input, it takes it, process it, send it to, the output goes to Google Meet. Google Meet then send it as an input to your machines process it, give you the output, which is the sound. And as a result of that, we are able to hear each other. Good. So in simple terms, it just describe it as, when we take a computer, we describe it as IPO, input process output system. And it's a collection of electronic device that accept process. When the process, you may decide to store it, but then when the process comes, you have an output. The output, you may decide to send it across the network, or you may decide to save it, or you may decide to discard it. So it's more or less communication. Now, when we take this, what I've just mentioned, it takes care of 5 functions of a network computer and the 4 fundamental functions of standalone computer. You have done computing. I'm just introducing you to, so no question about the computers. You've already done it. Just introducing you to make you understand that whatever we are going to do is going to be carried by the hardware computer. So we have, and when you take a computer, we have hardware, software, and liveware. Now, as simple as that, if you look at the diagram here, you have the input, process, and output. When you take the processing involves so many things. We have the control unit, the arithmetic logic unit, etc. So in simple terms, if you look at it, input. Now, in some cases, you are seeing a feedback. In some cases, when the output is not acceptable, it's brought back for reprocessing, and it goes in. Either you store it or you send it, give it out. Now, if so, generally, when we talk about a computer system, if I've gotten the characteristics, 1, it should be fast, speed. Computers should be accurate. For example, you all have calculators. A calculator is a computer based. Why? You give it an input, it processes it, and give you an output on the screen. Fine. Let's look at what we are talking about. Here, just a minute. Now, so talking about the characteristics and then functions of a computer system. What are the characteristics? Yeah. You have quite a number of them, but some who should be part of us. Why do we use a calculator? We use calculator, and the expectation is that it should be fast. Hence the usage of the calculators. Now, I don't think there's any one of us here who have bothered to find out, I want 7 times 7. The calculator gives you 49. And then you quickly write 49 without verifying whether it is correct or not. I don't think any of us have ever bothered to verify whether what the calculator gives us is correct or not. All we do is just give us because we have trust in it. The trust involves so many things. It should be reliable and then what? Accurate. So we talk about accuracy, where the computer is expected to be accurate. Diligence. It should be able to do a whole lot of jobs or calculation without any error. It shouldn't experience any tiredness. It shouldn't show that it's tired or whatever. It should be continuous. That's what it's designed for. Now, versatility. It should be versatile. Why should it be versatile? It should be able to perform different kinds of works with same accuracy and efficiency. Reliability, I said it should be reliable. If it's not reliable, most of us, after entering our inputs or data into a calculator, we will still go further and bother and find out whether what it has given us is correct or not. But because we trust it, a computer, so what we are looking at, the characteristics, it may be slow, but what we say is that the computer should be fast, speed, accurate. It might give errors, but what we expect generally of a computer is it should be accurate, etc. Reliable. It should be automated. And then memory. It should have a storage for data. Now, here, when you look at the computer, it has got various forms of memory. But the most important, I asked who taught you operating system, and the course rep cannot give me who taught you operating system. Is there anyone here who remember the one who taught you operating system?
Yes, we did it face to face, but our lecturer was Mr. Ofosuhine at Mofetru Center.
Okay, good. So it was not online, it was face to face. That's good.
Some of us have it online, some of us also have it face to face.
Some of us have it online.
Okay. You had it. Okay, let's go on. So when we talk about memory, we have various forms of memory. And the computing assets, you know of the main computer, you know of the peripherals. So in terms of memory, yes, a pen drive is a peripheral. You come in, you have the hard disk, and you have the primary memory. Now, during the time you were reading operating system, you were made to understand that there is a component of this, it's called process. You see, any program in execution is called process. So with programs in execution being a process, where does the process take place? There is a memory where that process takes place. And that memory is called primary memory. Now let's look at the functions. Here, I just give out some 3 functions: receiving input, processing, and then giving an output. So generally, if you look at it, this is what goes into it. So with the characteristics and functions, yes, having looked at it, we need to look at the component of the computer itself. What are the components? It has got a hardware component. It has got a software component. And when we come to the hardware, we have various forms. We have those input. For example, the keyboard, the mouse, they are all input devices. We know the physical ones that we see is the hardware. And then the virtual ones, we don't see them. That is the software. It's just like the human being. We are made to understand that, or we know that we have the physical body and we have a spiritual body. And nobody knows how the spiritual body looks like, but it exists. So is the hardware, and then how do you call it? The software. Now, when you pick the hardware, we have the input output part of it. We have a central processing unit. We have the storage devices. All these are hardwares that you can see. Keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone, joystick, etc., speaker, all those things, processor, all those goes into the hardware component. But then we have, as you have it, you see that it has been separated into input devices. Yes, we have input device. A mouse is an input device. A screen cannot be an input device. Your screen is an output device that captures the output for you to see. So you have, you see the input device. These are the input devices. Then you come to the output devices. You come to the processing devices. You have the storage devices, all in the name of hardware. Then you also have the software. And software, you know, we have the application software and the system software. Computer live wire, you have the live wire. And here you have the differences between hardware and software, so you enjoy it. Now, basic applications of computers. This we are employing, when you talk about applications, what we are doing now, we are using computers to do the job in the academic world. You sit somewhere at a distance. You don't see me. Anyway, let's go to something here. Please, whenever you join my lectures, put yourself on your camera. Let's see you. Are you all there?
Yes, sir.
I want to see everyone on the camera before you proceed. I'm not talking about you.
Some of us are cow.
You what?
Some of us are in a vehicle before listening.
Some of you are aware.
A car inside a car, vehicle.
Yes, so put yourself on. Let's see that you are in the vehicle.
Yes.
And you have to see, you have your pictures here. See that I'm with the right people. I need to check the right. So let me listen. Yeah, I'm seeing Mary. She's trying to hide her pretty face.
Yes, Mary is using the platform. That's not Mary. This is you.
Hey, and you've gone, you see what is it? You need to have your right name. Go off and then join with your right name. Kindly go off. What I do is that when I'm not satisfied with it, I'll kick you out. And you can't join again.
Okay.
So you don't come in with names that do not belong to you. Guy names and all those things, they are not acceptable. They are not acceptable.
So I'm using my phone.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Whatever you are using, we should be able to see you. If you're done kwa prempe. If you're done kwa prempe, are you here? She's not. And she's connected to the system. She's at the kitchen cooking banku, and she's connecting, pretending to be here. Normally, when I get that, I kick you out. If you're done kwa prempe, are you here? And when I kick you, you can't join this session. Agnes Adayabwa. Agnes Adayabwa.
Sir. Sir.
Yeah, let's good. See how excited you are. That's good. We are enjoying your face and we see that you are active and ready for the lecture this morning. Good. Congrats.
Sir.
Christiana. We want to see you. Not in dark, but in the lights. Good. See, wow. Last night was good, so the face is super this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mr. Emmanuel Atta. Mr. Emmanuel Atta. Can we see you? Can we see? Mr. Emmanuel Atta. You've created yourself to be the meeting host. Okay. Let's go. Gloria Obinwa. Madam Gloria Obinwa.
Sir.
Good. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Smile. Good. Ready for the lectures?
Yes, sir, we are ready, sir.
Good. Isaac Amate. Isaac Amate, where are you? Mr. Isaac Amate. You see? He's also jumping somewhere. And he's
please,
connected. You are here. Good, officer. You see, ready for work. Or you are at work side.
Yes, please, I'm at the other side.
You see, this tells how serious you are. At least we are seeing you and you see that, yeah, good. Madam Joanna Posa. Yes. Auntie Joanna. Oh, yes. You see, initially where the hand was, we weren't happy. It was like, how do you call, Mother Earth did not treat you well last night. But now it seems, yes, it's well. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Where are we located?
I'm in Chebi.
Chebi, wow. I see.
Yes, please.
Good. Are you with any of the schools or with any of the organizations?
Peter, the TV demonstration.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go on with the lectures. At least we've enjoyed some of our faces. So let's now go on.
Especially the beautiful faces.
All faces are beautiful. All faces are beautiful. God's garden have different faces. So we go on. What we have, as we've mentioned, we have the hardware.
So can we now put our cameras off?
No. It should be on constantly until we finish lectures. You know, I did not call everyone. I'll just come in, click and look at the person there with the list here, and then the your pictures. I'll compare to make sure that it's the right person who is sitting there. So now,
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, this is Prosper.
Go ahead, sir.
My on the page, I'm using my wife phone, so I wanted to inform you, but I raised my hand.
You want to inform me that you raise your hand,
Yeah.
but you are in the dark. You don't want us to see you.
I'm here.
Yo, we here. We have seen you,
Uh,
Mr. Prosper.
I'm my
But
phone.
we make,
I'm having issues with my phone, so I'm using my
let
wife
it
phone.
remain. Let it remain.
Okay.
Don't go off.
Okay.
When I go to the
Okay.
list, periodically, I'll go there to check and see whether it's the right person that we are dealing with. Okay. So we go on. Applications of, we are looking at application basic. Yes, where do we use computers? We use them at home. Today, kids and whatever, we ourselves would play games, etc. We use them at home. In the medical field, for example, you go in for the scanner, the x-rays, etc. They are all computers. They take some input and convert it into another form. Or so we have in the entertainment field, you have this music machine playing. They take the input, process it, and give an output. People dance and whatever, and all those things, movies and whatever. In the industry, yes, that one we all know. Education, as we are doing now. Government, yes, computers all over. The banking sector, you go in, right. The teller calls you, yeah, Mr. So is to come to teller 0. You go to teller 0, and then, yes, can we help you? You give your input. The teller introduce the input into the machine and start interacting with you. Arts, dancing, science and engineering. We've mentioned quite a number of them here, which we all know. But taking these ones into consideration, there are quite a lot of them. So we are talking about basic. Now, we made mention of the fact that the computer take inputs, process, and then give an output. What is the form of the input? Fine. You are into this. Like here, we just mentioned some names. Some names we did not mention. But the ladies here can testify that when she goes to the Chedi market, she wants to eat fufu today. So what will she do? She'll go for the input. She'll go take cassava, plantain, fish, whatever and whatever. Then when she comes in, she'll have to process. So she'll need processes. What form of processes? Fire, cooking pans, mortar to pound the fufu with the pestle. All those goes into the processing. Then after that, she get fufu. You see, if you look at the 3 scenarios, all the items that she bought, cassava, plantain, and that she can't eat them raw. They are raw. Now, any raw collection is called data. So what we put into the computers is data. And when the data take the raw, they process it into what we want. Now, what is she interested in? She's interested in fufu. The fufu become information. After she's processed it, now that is what she wants. She's gotten it. So it become information. So all those she introduced, the cassava, the plantain, the fish, and all those things initially that she couldn't eat, they are all termed as what? Data. And that is what we introduce into the processes. And then out of the processes, we get what is called information. So here you are. Inputs are normally data and outputs are information. However, let me draw your attention to a point here. Yeah, she produced fufu. The fufu comes and the fufu is full of balls. Full of balls. So Auntie Joanna slot her finger in it and then she rejects it. That is not information. She wants fufu, not fufu, unacceptable. So acceptable, it should be acceptable. So what comes out of the processor should be what? Acceptable. So Auntie Joanna received the fufu, and the fufu is full of footballers, balls. No, that is not. So what we're saying is that we have data, we have the process, data goes in as input, and it comes out as information. You go to the bathhouse as an input, you wash down, and you come out as what you want, information. Now, in the world that we have found ourselves, the computing world, you take input, you process it, and you get an output. The output is information. So what you introduce in this, so there's a difference between data and information. Data is the raw facts, and information is processed data. Now, the man who is planting cassava, he clears the land, introduce the cassava sticks and whatever, weed around it, maintain it, that is processing. Then he comes out with cassava. So he introduced cassava sticks, did whatever, and now he's having cassava. The cassava is the information, that is what he wants. The garri seller goes in and buy the cassava. To the garri, I say the garri seller, the garri processor goes in for the cassava. To the garri seller, the cassava is data. So you see, what is information to you is someone's data. The garri seller goes in, takes the garri processor, take the cassava, process it with all those pan, the heat and whatever, and come out with garri. So he has gotten the garri, which is information. Then you who want to enjoy it, you go and buy the garri. So the garri is your data. You process it into either soaking or into how they call paste or whatever, and that becomes your information. So here, what we're saying is that when we talk about data, data is unprocessed or raw facts. Data is raw facts. Whereas information is information is processed data. So data actually is a collection of facts and statistics that are not arranged in any particular way and do not reveal any further information. Then we have information. When we talk about information, as we mentioned it, is structured data, meaning it is organized, meaningfully, and processed. So, disorganized is data, organized is information. Raw facts is data, data is raw facts, and processed data gives you information. Now we have various forms of data. You take your calculator, you put 1 times 1, 2 times 2. Yes, you see, you have the numbers there. You can also use alphabets. You see, you enter on your PC, you enter I love you. That is bringing together alphabets. I love you 99%. You see, you have I love you, which is alphabet, and the 99 is numbers. So we have various forms of them. We have the number system, we have audio, we have video, and what else I mentioned earlier. So what you are putting in, yes, today, what I'm putting in now is audio, voice, and you are receiving it. You see, sometimes I color it here and whatever. So you have the number system, you have bits and bytes, text, etc. So to process data, now let's look at how data process is done. So you have the computer, you introduce your data the data is processed into what? Information. What are the stages of processing? You collect the data, you prepare the data for processing. So after you've collected your data, you input it. So the data is collected, prepared for input. For instance, you take fish, you wash the fish, remove the scale, and then you put it in the soup. You take cassava, you peel it. You see, so you collect them, cassava, plantain, fish, etc. You prepare them. The way you prepare cassava is different from the way you prepare fish. After that, you put them inputs. When you put it, it processes it, give you the output. The output is either stored or sent away. So you have stages, about just 6 stages: collect, prepare, input, process, output, store, etc. So data processing involves about 6 stages. And these are here: collection, preparation, input, processing, etc. They are here. So here we are done with session 1 out of 8, which is actually looking at computer concepts, the concept of, how do you call it, computer systems. So now you go to session 2, which is information system. Now, information system, your mobile phone is an information system. Your calculator is an information system. You see, what does it do? It takes that data. It's a system that takes data, process it, and give out, how do you call it, an information. So it's an information what? System. You see, so we go to information system, the components of it and its characteristics. Of course, when we come to the components of it, you see the hardware, you see software, because it is based on the work of computers. It's the computers which are the electronic, how do you call it, devices, as we know. They take input, process, and give us what? Output. Any question up to this point? If no question, these are areas that you already know. So what is the information system? If you want to play music, you will need the music player. You need the amplifier, and you also need the speaker. Or if you're having a program, let's say let's use functions. The DJ or whosoever is using a microphone. The microphone is connected to the amplifier. The amplifier is connected to the speaker. Together they form a system. Together they form a system. So the amplifier is a subset of the musical system. The mic is a subset. Now, when one of them is absent, you can never do the music, or you cannot do the DJ work. So it's a system. So the musical system comprises of mic. See, sometimes we only see the mic as we are holding it, but there are mics where you don't see it. It's the system. The system picks it, use it, and give an output. Good. So a system is made up of various parts, and the various parts is called what? Subsystem, that work together to accomplish specific goals. To accomplish specific goals. See, so when we take, for example, let's talk about marriage. You have the opposite sex, the male and female. When one is absent, it is not. So you have subsystems. So subsystem, the male is a subsystem and the female is a subsystem. And together is equal to the information, which is marriage. You see, you can't have only a man getting married or a woman, only a woman. No, you need one each to come together. So the inputs are the man and the woman, and the output is, how do you call it, the marriage. So when you talk about information system, yes, you have quite a lot of them. Now, when you take your mobile phone, we are saying it's a how do you call information system. There are so many things. You have the keyboard, you have the screen. If the screen is not there, you cannot, how do you call, comprehend what you are doing. If the keyboard is not there, you cannot introduce, how do you call it, information. You see, the keyboard is an input device, and then the screen is an output device. Once one of them is missing, the system cannot hold. So you have, how do you call it? So when you talk about information system, is made up of various parts that work together to accomplish specific goals. It processes data resources into information products. We've mentioned all those. However, it's much larger than that. So we have, and then in information system, we have a combination of hardware, software, and today when we talk about what we are doing, we also have the telecom. So I have the hardware, my software here. You have your hardware, your software here. Hello, anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? Someone wanted. Auntie Joanna, you are off. Okay. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. We are seeing you. Good. You say you are Chebi, eh?
Yes, please.
Good. You are enjoying the nice Chebi weather this morning.
Yes, please.
Good. Madam Josephine, are you here? Let's see you.
Yes, sir.
Where are you? We can't see
Yeah,
you.
I'm there. I'm there.
Oh, okay. Good. I see. Where are you?
Upper East, sir.
Upper East. Upper East is big.
Precisely Navrongo.
Oh, good. So you are enjoying the weather this morning, eh? Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, let's continue. So we have information system. Take for instance, now you have your machine, I have my machine. In between, we have the telecom network, either Vodafone or MTN. So we process, you see, what I process, when I introduce my voice or sound into my machine, the machine picks it, process it, convert it into a form that Vodafone will accept. So the output of my machine become an input of the telecom network. The telecom network takes it, process it, send it to you, and when it gets to you, it converts it. Your machine receives it, converts that form into sound that you can hear. So you see, we have processes, and there's a chain. So a combination of hardware, software, and telecommunication networks actually make up an information system. And this actually takes data and give out meaningful information. We have information system all over, as I mentioned. Calculator is one, your laptop is one, your computer is one, your car is one. Look, you sit here, you sit at a distance from your TV with a remote. You instruct the TV what you want to see or the channel you want to watch. It's an information. You press the keyboard, you are giving it the remote. You give it an input, it takes that input, convert it into information. That information goes to the TV. The TV, it appears to the TV as data. It picks it, process it, and show you what you want. So there's a chain. You see, in simple terms, as I've mentioned this morning, my information can be your data. My information can be your data. and is used to manage and accomplish business. So information flow within a system is defined by the information system. If you want to calculate, you use calculator. If you want your car, your remote to, how do you call it, to deal with, you have remote controls for cars, for TV, for other things, and all goes in there. Now, we all know what is the role of, let's look at the role of information system. What is the role? The role of an information system is to gather information, store, process, store, organize, distribute, etc. And this is not only to companies. Yes, the smaller one is you in your house. You go to companies, they are there as you go, and they have the hierarchies, smaller, medium, high, etc. In simple terms, they are useful to companies for a number of reasons. For a number of reasons. Now, why did you buy a mobile phone? For so many reasons. One, for us to receive information and send information. And also to show off. Half of my phone, yes, it's super old. To show off. Sometimes when you are on the highway driving, you see the young ones speeding as if they want to be like an aeroplane. Yes. Only to show that, hey, my car is good, oh, half of my car. Hey. When it's on the road, nobody, it's an information system, right? Transporting goods, services, and human beings from one point to another. Now, having said this, we have various forms of information systems, which you can read it out. Now, information systems have facts. They are essential for business expansion. Yes. Look at it this way. Let's say, gone are the days. Madam A in Accra. In the morning, she wakes up around 3 a.m. Now, take a bath and whatever. She now takes off from Accra to a village behind in Sawam. What is she going to do? She's going to buy cassava to come and sell in Accra. She has got her customers. So she goes in, buy the cassava, brings it to Accra, and sell it to the customers. Then, the following day, she sells it. She goes home in the evening. The following day, she goes again. Now, let's look at something here. As she's going, she carries the money on herself. But today, look at what is happening. She need not wake up at dawn and always go every day to the village after Sawam and buy cassava. No. She only have to meet somebody there, a farmer. The first time, agree with the farmer. They exchange numbers, telephone numbers. So she sits in Accra and call. Please, I'll be needing 10 bags of cassava tomorrow. Can you make it available? Says yes. Then she's also met driver A. Driver A, can you go to this village and get me 10 bags of cassava tomorrow? Says yes. You see, she's just sitting in her room. The risk of joining car every morning, the risk of carrying money, some tie under their waist, some put in their shoes, wherever and whatever, all those risks. As she's leaving the house, she tried to find a way of hiding the money from thieves and from robbers, etc. Today, she doesn't think of that. Because of the information system, the mobile phone, she sits in the house, use it to make a call Call the driver, call the farmer. The driver and the farmer communicate. The driver goes for the cassava. And when the driver is coming, Madam sit in her comfortable zone in the house. Say, hey, you are from Sawan coming to Accra. Fine. I have a customer at Archimotors. When you reach there, this is the number. Call her and then drop 2 bags. From there, you come to Tesano. They have another customer there. Drop 4 bags. You see, she's just sitting in her house, using information system and getting things being done. Then after the day's work, she used Momo, pay the driver, because the customers will also pay her via Momo. She pays the driver, pay the farmer, and all those involved, sitting comfortably in her house, doing business with that information system. So you see, the information system have made her, and she can expand her business easily. Unlike gone are the days, she'll bring the cassava in a car, sit on the car, let's go here, let's go here. Let's do today, no. All she needs is how they call a certain hardware, put a certain software on it, connect to the network, and then design apps, websites, etc., to get information sent from one point to another. Improved access and storage of data. Yes, today, because of that, you can, how do you call it? Can be used to store operational information, paperwork. Look, the slide that I'm showing is stored on this machine. Anytime I pick the machine, once I'm with you, I just go there and then it gives me. They store the data. I can do changes here, add as we go along. You see some of them, I highlight them in yellow, etc., as you go. Now, after highlighting, I will make it what they call it, store it. So improve access and storage of data. Improve decision making. Look, you take your calculator, you punch. You have, let's say, 10 children, and you have 23 balls of kinky you want to share. How do you this thing? You take your calculator, 23 divided by 10. It gives you, and it helps you make a decision. For some of them, you give 1 ball, some you give 1.5, some 1.3, etc., and it will improve decision making. So that is what goes into it. Now let's look at the components of information system. What are the components of information system? We don't know that without human beings or human resource, the computer is incomplete. The computer is part of it. I'm sitting here. I'm the user of it, using it. I'm giving the instruction, the command, what it should do. So human resources. Now there's database. You have the computer hardware, you have the computer software because computer is involved. Then you also have the network, because with the network, you have to, without the network, I wouldn't be able to reach you. So components of information system includes basically database. Today, you can sit there and then dial www.yahoo.com. It takes you to where the server is. You pick the information and do whatever you want. Today, you can sit on your computer and then you dial www shoes, ladies' shoes, and you can get places or sites where they sell ladies' shoes. You look at them, you select, use e-commerce or etc., or you may even go there yourself. So we talk about database, which helps us. So generally, for components of information system, hardware, software, human resource, network, and database. This is what goes into it. And they are all here for your consumption. You and I know what computer hardware, software. You know the databases. You've done database as at this level. You have the data, which we mentioned, they are unstructured, raw facts. Then we have the information which has been processed. Now, you have to manage them, database management, etc. You know that. So you have the databases, you have the network, which you know, Vodafone, MTN, etc. Look, Sometimes when you can even have two machines, you sit closer and you exchange information via Bluetooth, etc. All those, immediately you connect the Bluetooth, the two machines together, they become a network. We'll come to see network. So a network, what does network use? It have got its resources. So in the resources, you will come to see you have transmission medium, you have the nodes, and you have what support it to how they could deal with it. We look at human resources. How many people are needed to run and administer a system? For example, you go to bank, how many tellers are? Some of the banks you go there, you see only one teller. Some of the banks you go there, you see 3, 4 tellers. The quantum. After the tellers, you have the operating officer, etc. All those go in. You see, so you have all those. The qualified individuals who actually influence or manipulate the data, software, and processes in our information systems are what we call the human. They manipulate. You see, you put in the input is you. Now, if human beings do not exist, will computer exist? No. So we go on and on. We first look at the characteristics of computers or information system. Computers. Now, computer concept. Now we're coming to look at the characteristics of information system. You see, computers come together to form a system. One computer will not be a system. You need a, when you say a system, information transfer from one point to another. So when you connect to at least 2 computers, you get what is called a network. And the network have got characteristics. What are the characteristics? Data-driven. Every computer, which is when it becomes a system where you have 2 or more, the idea is to send information from one point to another. Today we are connected. You are paying for data and paying for data. And we are connected. And we are sending information from one point to another. Now this information, data-driven. So what does information system do? They collect data, they process them, store or send them, and they also support decision making. Automated. They are designed to automate repetitive and time-consuming tasks. You see? So we have that system approach. They have a holistic approach to the study of system and performance. So, for example, here we are using it for education. As I mentioned earlier, when you take a scan or you take an X-ray, it's an information system. What does the scan do? It takes the picture from your body, which have got different characteristics, and put it on a paper, which have got different characteristics, but is being interpreted. Management oriented. You see, it assists in businesses. When you go to businesses, we'll come to see, we have the hierarchy, the top level, the middle level, and the whatever, operational level. Now, all this level, they have interconnectivity, and they are all based today on what? Information what? System. If you want to design any system today, when you take the computer, the architects, the engineers, the doctors, they are all using it. It should be developed on a sectional base. For example, you can use the scanner to do 2 times 2. And you can use the calculator to be a scanner. So you have situations. Feature, so you have exceptional base, feature oriented, integrated, long-term plan. You have quite a lot here. You take your time and read all of them, and it makes, so when you come to characteristics, we have more than necessary characteristics which you need to how you can know. Any question up to this point? Are you there?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir, we are here.
Yes,
We are
we are
here.
here.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
I'm live.
We are here.
But you've all gone off your camera.
Yes.
You've all gone off.
Yeah, it uses a lot of data.
Yeah, although.
But leading and okay. So are you
Sir, please, I think your network.
I can't hear you, sir.
He is offline. He's going to rejoin. I'm sure his network is down.
Yeah,
Also, can we get a class web number?
And the general class group.
Yeah.
Hello, how about class?
Check the comment section. The number is there.
Okay.
Manuela, why are you laughing?
I'm sure she's very excited because the way she's laughing.
The video call there, Charlie, they chop our data.
She's enjoying the information system lecture. That's why.
You say you do it.
Jonathan, you raise your hand too much.
Sorry, Charlie. I think
Or you've turned to
that you should off your camera because
Mumbai.
it's consuming our data. Though we know
Yeah, Charlie, that's why they talk, Charlie. The video call, they chop our data rough.
If the lecturer says
Now,
yes,
me-
turn on the camera, then we do that. But since he is offline, he's not requesting any of us to turn on the camera. We should just turn it off.
Yeah, sharp. Now, me 3 CD me and Sam at all. 3
Because,
seniors,
contact the lecturer and find out if he will come in, because it might be that because of a number he is not able to join again. Contact him and see. Because
Please, the name of the course rep. Yes, we have the number, but it's not with the name.
Is master gone off or is my network?
Pastor Ebenezer, pray after.
Aklaba, who became that?
hey, Tips, you there now? You are wonderful.
Please, let's not forget the call is still being recorded.
Oh my darling Jesus, oh my darling, are they? Jesus, darling Jesus, wonderful cook. So much challenge here.
Abdullah, please put
Hello.
Hello.
Your mic. Hello.
Oh.
So, Sir is having some issue with the network, so he will join us very soon.
All right, thank you.
Nana Kokusero. If you are here, raise your hand. Nana Kokusero, raise your hand.
I'm here, so what?
So, guys, please, if you know you are not on the page, the information system management page, please contact me or Joy so that you can be added to the page.
Sure.
Thank you, Cross Rep. You're doing a
Cross
good
Rep.
job.
So you can add me.
Okay, Jonathan, I've seen your message.
Cross Rep, please add me to the page there.
I'll stop.
Please, Kosrep, are you in Takra there?
I'm in the Western region, but not in Takrady.
So which part of Western? Or which center, please?
The center is in Takrady, but I'm not there now.
Rep, I've sent you hi, please, so you can join me.
Sure.
Hello.
Solomon Yao, Agbemadu. Good morning, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good. Sorry, I thought it was the network, not knowing I was short of data.
Okay, sir.
So I was even calling names those times, and I wasn't hearing you after some time. I thought it was whatever went up, not knowing it was. Yeah. Auntie Gloria. We can't see you. You are off camera.
I'm around.
No, we want to see. We know you are around. We want to see the face.
I'm here. I'm around.
No, we didn't say you are not around. Though. All we
What
are
is
saying is,
okay,
yeah,
I'm here.
we want to see your face.
I'm here.
Not only me. Some of you, even your colleagues haven't seen you from what you are saying. Some of you. So colleagues haven't seen your face. So periodically, we have to see ourselves. Madam Lydia Bamwako. Madam Lydia. She was the one I was calling all those times. She's not responding. Auntie Mary Elijah. Mary Elijah, let's see you. Mary Elijah. Neha. Should I take care of? Should I take care of?
No, sir.
But she's cooking and she's pretending to be here. You are saying no, sir.
Maybe the network. Yes, sir. Maybe the network.
I've been calling her all this morning and she's not responding. Okay. Nanama free. Madam Nanama. See to the network, eh? Oh, I hear you. Nanama, your people are saying you to network. Mr. Samasari.
Yeah.
We can't see you. We want to see your face.
So I'm here.
You just returned from the kitchen, eh? What is cooking?
No, sir.
By your background tells us you are enjoying some kebab and whatever. We hear. So what happened? I've been calling you since morning and you don't want us to see you. Madam Susan. Susanna Entry. We want to see your face, Madam Susanna Entry.
Yes, sir.
But we are not seeing you.
Sir.
Richmond.
Sir, I'm here.
Yeah, your face. Oh.
Sir, can you see me? Can you see me?
Yes. Hey, now Susan have decided to come. Welcome from the kitchen. Welcome back from the kitchen.
Sir, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you, sir.
All
Auntie
right, thank you.
Susanna, welcome back from the kitchen. Madam Dora Edith, you are still not done with the pounding of the fufu. Okay, so let's go on. We went off.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, where are you? We can't see you. We are not seeing your face.
This is me, sir, please.
You welcome back from the kitchen. Now, so we looked at characteristics of information systems. We said
Sir, I'll be with you all this
we have to
while.
enjoy all of them. We have to enjoy all of them. So here we are. Any question up to this point? Now, let's look at information system infrastructure. architecture and life cycle. When we talk about architecture, it's to look at the technological framework. For instance, the iPhone is different from the Android. You see, so there are policies needed for information system. And let's take enterprise. When we consider, for example, big companies, the way MTN, you see, the same mobile network, the way MTN does their things, there are slight differences between MTN and Vodafone. Even though they are all using the same. Even, look, the same car, drivers, you have different drivers. The way each and everyone drive is different from the other. So when we talk about information system architecture, we look at the contents, the breakdown of the computerized systems, the hardware, software, and network capabilities. Whereas you enter a bank like ADB, sometimes I feel very uncomfortable being with them. The activities is slow compared to a bank like Zenith or a bank like ABSA. They are all using information systems. Why is one slower than the other? Yes, we are all using information system. One is using the YAM, one is using the phone you term as YAM, another is using the potato or the cocoyam. Their architecture are different. Now, if we want to look at the architecture, to design the architecture, they have to do basically the same thing. The telecommunication networks and data are integrated. And generally, what we have is where to store data. Some of you today, you are storing your data on your email accounts. Some of us today, we are storing our data on cloud. We pay and we put everything. Some of us have got all albums on the networks. So where to store data? What data have you gathered? How and where the data were gathered? How is the data transferred? All this goes into that. So we have various architecture. We have the information system architecture model, and then it includes the block, the entity, and IT blocks. Now, the IT blocks help in implementing the IS block. The information entity is created, read, update, delete through all those processes. That is where the information entity is. And you have the block, which provide the functions which support business processes. Now, these three are what goes into any information system architecture. When you want the architecture, so the architecture of the Android and then the iPhone, even within the Android, the architecture of the versions vary, they differ. So they have following blocks: the system block, which provide the function which support business process, information entity, and then the IT blocks. These architectures, what do? They also perform three main functions: IT service. They provide IT service, business service, and information system service. Take note of this. IT is information technology. So we have IT service, and IS is information system service. Now, when you talk about the IT, it's actually dealing with the service, actually dealing with technological services offered by individual platforms. When you talk about IS service, it looks at the collection of operations that an IS block provides to other IS blocks. So here we are, we have the architectures, Now we go on to look at the classification of these architectures. We have situation with this you have done under networking. Course rep, Mr. Beniza. Are they there?
Sir, please, I'm here.
Mr. Beniza, who taught you networking?
We are here to start. Hello?
Hello, we are here. Some are enjoying our ears.
Sir, we are here to start networking now.
You are here to discuss networking.
We are here
Yes,
to
you've not
start.
yet done it.
Pardon?
We are here to start.
We are here to start that program.
It's not a program, it's a course. A course. I'm talking about network.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Network computing. You've done network computing.
No. We are now going to do it. It's part of our courses this semester. So we are yet going to do it.
Okay. Mr. Labi.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. You said you are now going to read it.
Yes. Even that's the next class we have from this one.
Oh, today. Which means you are doing it at the same time. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then it will help as you go on, because there are things which are. Mr. Joshua.
Yes, sir.
Kindly mute yourself.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, then let me quickly look at how I will manage it. Classification of information system. Now, when we talk about the information system, you see, currently, I'm sending the information and you are receiving. There are situations where you are sending, for example, you have a Gmail account. Having the Gmail account, you have your mail sitting on the Gmail server. It's sitting on the Gmail server. So anytime you want it, you buy data, you open it, you go it, you request for it, it sends to you, you do whatever, and you save. You see, in that case, it is you who send a message to the server that, oh, www.yahoo.com. Yes, it opens. I want this. You say, enter your address and your password. I've entered this. Then it open and give it to you. It has it there, so it serves you with it. You who is requesting is called a client. And then the server has a seat having the information. So in this architecture, you have the client server computer model. The client is requesting for information from the server, and the server is providing the client with those resources. So in this architecture, it is known as client server. Here are the clients. The server is sitting somewhere on the internet. You request, and it brings it to you. Yes, you can be here. You are sending a mail to this. So you request, this one gives you your file, you open it, whatever you do, you send, how do you call, maybe you are sending information to this, the two of them, hi. So it goes here, the hi goes here, and the hi goes here. Fine. If this is all under Yahoo, and there is another one here as Gmail, the Gmail and Yahoo are connected. So you can also send image, how do you get message to the Gmail clients. So you have client and then what? Server. This is how it looks like. What is the work of the client? a client has following, they decode the user's request into specific protocols to enable processing. They present the result to the user, wait for the server to respond. Now, what does the server do? Processing of query. It is you who enter the query. I want my account. You process the query and it returns the result to you, the client. So note the client query. The client queries, the query is processed, and then it's returned to the. Now, after the client has finished, he then sends it for saving. So you have these responsibilities. Then you have another one, mainframe architecture. Mainframe. Now, when you are dealing with computers, generally you've done with computers, and you know what the mainframe is. The mainframe is one of the first generation of computers, and it's very big, bigger than a room of, let's say, a dimension, some of them 50 feet by, let's say, 30 feet, 50 feet by 30 feet, a room of that sort, very big. But their output, their processing capability is not even up to the mobile phones you are holding today. Very, very, very small. So they were big, producing very small output. Today, you have small, producing bigger outputs. So the mainframe, when you go into it, it came around, that is in the 1960s and whatever. And this design was common, but today is different. The mainframe architecture actually comprises of terminal users, input queries, and then a server which processes the data. Then you also have the distributed system, which consists of a number of separate computers connected by a network and running. So you see, you can have a number of computers. For example, take the Americans. They claim to have bases all over the world. The bases they have, what is there? It's just computer. Today, that is what is happening. Computer. So all that they have there, whatever, the missiles and what, they are all computer based. Computer will control them. So they have bases all over. These bases, they are interconnected. So that when one goes down, the other takes over. Let me get this example too. When you take MTN, in Ghana here, they have their stations. Their stations are connected together. So you may be in Kumasi and the network will be down, but you get to Accra, is there. You can get the information that you want. Now, this distributed system, what is it? Or what we are saying is a number of separate computers running on a distributed operating system on a network. They can coordinate their actions and share resources, etc., etc. But in general time, if you want to get a picture, it's like MTN having stations all over. So whatever you want to do in Kumasi at MTN office, you can do it at MTN office in Accra, etc. So you have that. Now I want you to look at this distributed system, its characteristics. Its characteristics. We also have the web-based architecture, which is actually for webs. You see, you have the clients here, and you have the web service and business and etc. sitting somewhere on the web. Cloud architecture, grid architecture, and all those architectures. I want you to look at and have various forms of how do you call it, architectures. Now, these are all potential exam candidates. As I'm giving it to you to read on their potential exams candidate. Now, if you talk about information system infrastructure, yes. You see, you go to companies. Companies have gotten accounting section. Companies have gotten finance section. Let's take it that you come to my place, UCC. We have the account section. We have the human resource section. We have the marketing and whatever advertising section. We have the academic section, etc. But you can connect all to this together. You see, so when you talk about these architectures, which architectures do you employ? Fine. If so, now let's look at the infrastructure. What infrastructure do we have? Information system infrastructure. And if so, what are the components? The component, as we mentioned earlier on, you have the human resource, you have the hardware, the software, data and knowledge, services, communication, collaboration, and facilities. These are what goes information system infrastructure. Human resource, data knowledge, software, hardware, services, what they are, communication and to collaborate, and then facilitates. So you have the components. These are the components of information systems infrastructure. Don't confuse them with the component of the computer system, but the component of information system. Here we are talking about information systems infrastructure. We are interested in the infrastructure. Information system life cycle. Yes. If you want to create an information system, as you are becoming IT specialist, you have to create information system. Now, if you want to do anything, like I said earlier on, Madam want to cook fufu. So you want to cook fufu, what do? She has to plan the size of the soup, the quantity of the fufu, etc. So information system life cycle. When you want to plan an information system, want to set up an information system, you first plan and analyze. So you have about 6 phases. The first phase is planning and analyzing. That the information system, the 6 goes into the information system life cycle. So when you take the information system life cycle, it consists of the following phases, which is about 6. Planning and analysis, it identifies the need for a new information system and conducts a feasibility study to determine the costs and benefits of the proposed system. You want to plan fufu, which is you first look at your cassava and those things. You look at the amount, and then you can estimate, okay, it will cost me 30 cedis and whatever. 30 cedis will mean plus or minus. Then after you have planned, you have to design your system. You create a detailed design of the new system. What type of hardware and software are you going to use? If you want fufu, will you use mortar? Or today, like our sisters do, will you send it to the machine? See? So the system design. Implementation. After you have designed, you implement and test. In this phase, the organization procures and install the hardware and software. If you want to pan it in your house, you need a mortar pestle to do that. You go in. There are people who eat fufu now, they don't need mortar because they will always go to the machine, etc. Now, after you have done that, you deploy. After deployment, you maintain and operate. When you maintain and operate, after some time, it will expire. So when it expires, it will retire. In this phase, the organization decommissions and retires the system. This may include archiving data, disposing of hardware, and updating documentation. Sometimes you'll be there, they say they are updating the hardware. They take the old one, throw it away, expand it, and scale the system. So here you have what is called this. They have the cycle, the life cycle of it, and what goes into the life cycle is 6, about 6. From planning stage to retirement when the system is in. Now, interesting enough, in Ghana here, our mobile phones, we only do away with them when they say they are tired, they can't go again. Elsewhere, after some time, you submit it because it starts. Some of them After certain usage, they start producing, when they are tired, they start producing heat, etc. Lie in Ghana here, unless it says, I can't go again. Now, having gotten here, where we have gotten to, we are made to understand information system is assemblage of computers. If it's assemblage of computers, then we have to look at computers. We saw that one of the computers that we talked about was the mainframe. So if those times we had the mainframes connecting them together, you get one stage. So we are looking at the stage and evolution. The first one, as we said, and that was called the mainframe era, 1960s to 1970. Very huge. You see them in big distance. They are immobile. They have limitation. You can't move them. Very huge. Their processing capability was very low compared to what we are seeing. But their sizes were very huge compared to what we have today. And that is the mainframe era. Then from the mainframe era, we came to the client server era in the 1980s. So we have, you see the mainframe here, the terminal is here, and they are connected. But in the client server era, which came in the 1980s to 1990s, here they are. You have the client here. This is the network, internet, trying to get data stored somewhere, or it has been stored. Cost rep.
Yes, sir.
Good. I think time is up. So
Yes,
we
sir.
will end here. We will end here. You go and read, and when we meet next time, we continue. I will send you the material. You have the material already. So next time we start from here. Any question up?